Alright, the purpose of today's video is to help you get your GMRS license. Today is November 6th, 2024. Yeah, we just had a big election yesterday. A lot of my friends and neighbors have decided it's time to get either handheld radios, which means they've probably bought Baofangs or something similar, and or they've gotten their GMRS licenses, General Mobile Radio Service. And for many reasons. Some of them just want to be able to talk. Some of them want to be able to prep. Some of them want to be able to, I don't know, I guess spend money on an FCC license. Before we get into the licensing part, I want to say that once you've got your license, and I'm expecting it won't take but a day or two to get it, your call sign, GMRS.app is a website you can go to. This is it right here, pretty simple. And you can search in a call sign, whether it be GMRS, or it also does ham call signs also. And when you punch it in there, your information will pop up here in a couple of rectangles. It'll show everything that the FCC's got on you. Let me explain before you do all this. When you do this, you're registering your phone number, your address with a government agency. And if you think the government agency doesn't already have that on you, man, wake up. Also, when you have your call sign, you might want to look up mygmrs.com. You can learn about GMRS. I don't know what this leads to, how they do it. You can register your account. The biggest thing here is the repeaters. You can find repeaters in your area. If you're near me, you might find my repeater in this area. It's kind of a local repeater. It's not going to get out very far. So, okay. So there's those two web pages, apps, whatever you want to call it. Let's get into this. Go to fcc.gov, because everything government.gov, right? Licensing and databases is where we're going to start. Going to ULS. By the way, this is the second time I have attempted this video. The first time something happened and it stopped recording. So under the Universal Licensing System page, we're going to go down to well, if we're a new user, we're going to do a new user registration. We'll click on that. And new user means that you don't have any login information for FCC so far. And you can see that I already have information that should be blurred out because I have an account. You, if you don't have one, will click the register button right here. Alright, and then you're going to fill in your information here. And I've already done this for the account that I'm starting today. Just some words of wisdom. Fill in your address, click on check availability. This is going to come up red because I already have that, and yours should come up green if it's available. So anyways, fill out all of this information. You can see the asterisk next to the name and the last name that you got to have. You don't have to have a secondary email. You have to put in a phone number. Security question. There's a list of questions there. You can't see on my guess as I click on that button. But you'll click on whichever one fits you best. Pay attention to the fact that your answer has to be 4 characters long. I chose a question one time and the answer was 3 characters long and they wouldn't accept it, so I had to do something different. Once you've filled in all that information, you're going to click create an account. At that point, they're going to send an email to your email address for verification. So I've already done this as part of the previous recording, so at this point I'm going to go to my email and I'm going to verify that account, and I'm going to come back here. And of course I'm using my phone to pull this email up. Your email address has been verified and you may now log into CORS, C-O-R-E-S, using your username and password. You will also use your username and password to access other FCC systems that still require an FRN login. To register for a new FRN or to manage an existing FRN, go to CORS button. So I could click this button on my phone, but I don't want to do that. So at this point, when you create an account, I don't know where that's going to take you, but we're going to go back to the FCC homepage, and the goal here is to get back to the CORS page. Oh, look, FCC registration system, CORS. Click on that. At this point, create, update, and associate FRNs. Let's just see. We're going to click on that. We're going to log in right there. It's going to send you a security code, or request one anyway. So it's going to send that to your email. So going back to my phone, I see my code is 970. Okay, so this is where we're trying to get to. At this point, we're going to register a new FRN, FCC registration number probably. So at this point, you're going to put in your name, this is where you're going to put in your social security number, because they don't have that either, right? And you have to confirm it. This time they don't have to have your phone number, so I'm going to leave that blank. And then I'm going to change to the proper email address for this account. All right, and then you're going to hit the submit button at the bottom. You can save that. I don't want it to save it for me. So now you have your FRN registration confirmation. Get this, you have an FRN number. You will want to write that down because it's kind of hard to find where to go to get that when you don't write it down. It will also be your login information on the FCC website if you want it to be. I'm writing down password so I don't forget my password. Alright, now we've got an FRN number. Where do we go from there? Well, now we're going to go back to that ULS. So licensing and database, I'm going back to the fcc.gov, licensing and database, ULS. Alright, now we've got a registration. We want to file online right here in the middle of the screen. Okay, now we're going to put in our new FRN number that we just wrote down and made 14 copies of and placed them all in a very safe place right next to each other. There was a commercial about that years ago. I don't remember what it was. Alright, FRN number, your password, hit the submit button. I bet it asks for a code again. Nope, takes you right to your license manager right here. As a ham operator, I might go here every now and then to look at things. You want to apply for a new license up here in the corner because you don't have a license, right? And the radio service, we're going to scroll all the way down to General Mobile Radio Service, ZA, and click. You didn't get to see that because the computer doesn't record those drop down menus. But you could just type in ZA right there in that line, and there it is. And then way over here on the right is the continue button. I hope y'all can see my screen. Alright. Applicant questions. This is where it gets tough. This is like your test for the GMRS license. Did I mention you don't take a test? Well, this is it. Does the filing request STA, Special Temporary Authorization? If yes, well, I don't know what that is, so the answer is no. Fee status. Is the applicant exempt from FCC application fees? No, I have to pay taxes too. Is the applicant exempt from FCC regulatory fees? No. So we're going to end up paying for it, $35. So we're going to click the continue button here. And guess what? You get to put your information in again. Your address again. Phone number shouldn't be required there. Okay, and so once you've got your information put in there, you're going to hit the continue button. I don't want it to remember that. Licensee email required. Where did I miss that? Oh, at the bottom. So you put that in there. We're going to hit continue. Yep. Alright, basic qualification information. More testing. Have you been convicted of a felony? No, I'm a good little socialist. And then we're going to hit continue again. And guess what? Summary. You've submitted information in all the categories below. Use the view and edit capabilities to review your application to confirm that it's complete and accurate. Correct information as necessary. Once you're confident that the application is ready for cert and submission. So at this point, everything is correct. Total fees $35. You could look at the fee details. I'm going to continue to certify. And then you have to come down here. You might want to read these things. Yeah, that's just legalese. Come down here and put in the applicant's name as a signature. That person doesn't have a title. And then we're going to hit the submit button. Submit application. Now, you still haven't applied yet because you have money that's due. So at this point, it's asking you to continue to CORS for payment completion. So we're going to continue to CORS for payment completion. Oh, look, we have to log in again. So put in your email address, or this is, I believe, my FRN number would work right here too. And they're going to send you another code again. Okay, now at this point, we have bills and fees that are due. Okay. So we're going to click on bills and fees. And then we're looking for the FRN financial because we need to pay application fees and bills. Yeah, you just applied. Now you've got a bill. I do believe the GMRS license is good for 10 years, at which point you have to pay another $35 to go another 10 years. Of course, they could change that tomorrow, kind of sarcastically speaking there, but it is the government. Make payments over there. And so at this point, I'm going to make the payment. I'm going to do this by credit card because you always want your government to have your credit card number, right? Fill in all this information. And hit the continue button. No thanks. So now it shows you basically what you're trying to do. You have to check I authorize to charge my card, and then I'm going to hit continue. And at this point they have initiated the payment, and you're waiting on your call sign for GMRS.